Hi, and welcome to our English channel. We are a Danish family. We come from the northern part of Europe. We don't have a lot of money, but we have a lot of desire for adventure. So we have found a way to travel on a budget because we want to see the world. And we have bought this wonderful bus. We named him Bula, and he is from California. He's 10 years old. He runs on propane, and we bought him online. So we sat in Denmark, we had 8 pictures, and we had a little description saying he could go forward, backwards, turn, and the brakes were working. So that was what we had. So it was a bit of a gamble, I think, but I think we've got a nice bus here. Yeah. I want to give you a quick tour around the bus. It was very important for us that it was a good bus. It was not too old and hasn't been exposed to a lot of winter weather and salt on the roads and things like that, because we knew that we would be coming here with 4 suitcases and our 2 children, and the conversion should be something that went on quite smooth and fast. So one of the things we done, it's the law says that we have to paint the school bus so it doesn't look like a school bus anymore, and we have done that so you can see it from all directions. If you look at the bus, we have got this fancy speed stripe. I don't know what you call it. I think it's quite cool, and it's going all the way through the bus. It made it easy for us to make a good paint job. We just bought some spray cans in Walmart, and then the family started spraying. Inside here we have the electrical wiring for the bus, so we have to know where the fuses are. Here is the batteries for the engine. It's nothing we have done anything about, but it's nice to know where it is if something happens with a fuse or something. This is the emergency exit. We use it every time we are on one of the wonderful campsites we go to. There's a lot of free campsites here in the United States, and we have a lot of space around us. We can make campfires and everything. So when possible, we park the bus this way, so we have our private area, you could say, in this direction. And we put out a staircase, custom made. It's our own, because when we tried to buy a staircase, they were all too wide because they're made for the RVs, and the RVs have wider doors. Down here we have our freshwater tank. It contains 65 gallons, or it can contain 65 gallons. We have painted it on the outside, so it wasn't so obvious that it was there. We didn't paint the rest of it because then you can see how much water you have in it. That's quite nice to know how much fresh water you have. We have twin tires and a very short wheelbase, so it gets in everywhere we want it. It doesn't need more space than a normal truck. So it was one of the very important things for us, that we could get off-road and didn't need a nice road everywhere we wanted to go. Here we fill in our fresh water, just using a normal hose. And back here we have the wastewater tank, the same size, 65 gallons as the freshwater tank. We have painted it on the outside as well. And again, don't paint it all because it's very nice to know when you have to empty your tank. We have a 50 feet hose here with something on the end. I don't know what you call it. So it's always attached to the tank, and it's very easy to get rid of the wastewater. In here we have our spare wheel, spare tire. School buses don't normally come with spare tires, so it was something we had to invent how we should get it mounted. we just strapped it up. It was the absolute best way for us to do it, because we didn't want to ruin our ground clearance, and that's, you know, like this. So as high up as possible and forward towards the wheels. This works. Yeah, and here we have covered the stop sign because we're not allowed to have a stop sign. But we love our little stop sign. It can flash and it can do all sort of things. We know that someday we are gonna use it for something. We just don't know what it is. So right now, it's obvious it's not functioning, but it's there and we have it and we love it. And round here in the back, we have our garage. It's always very nice to have somewhere where you can put all your stuff. It's easy accessible. We have our table and 4 chairs and a bunch of other things in here. And when we're parked all the wonderful places we are, I can just open the door in the morning and the sun shines into my bedroom. It's wonderful. Then we get to, that's the serious part, because this is here we fill in our propane. We have a propane tank, 65 gallons, and it has a lousy mileage. So we don't get very far, and it's quite a hassle every time we have to fill it with propane, because we have to go a lot of places to get it cheap. The price is very up and down everywhere. And we had figured out that it's quite important that this little one is tight, because otherwise the propane just gets out in the air and you don't get much longer. Up here we have the exhaust pipe, I think it's called, from the toilet. I can just fill a little window up here. So we get all the smell from inside the toilet out instead of inside the camper. That's quite nice. And yeah, here we have the heart of it all, our technician room. But it's not starting here, it's starting up here, where we have our solar panels. We have got 1,000 watts up there. It's very easy to mount. We chose the flexible panels. We use double-sided tape underneath it and Gorilla tape all the way around. So it was a nice job fixing it, and we're so happy about it. The wire's coming down there, and inside we have a controller. So from the inside we can see how much we have, how much electricity we have, and almost every noon we have 100%. So that's quite good, I think. We are happy about it. And in here is where we store it, all the electricity. We have 4 big batteries, 60 kilos. I don't know what's in pounds. It's the same as I weigh for each of them. So they're quite heavy, 200 amps each. Here in the middle, we have got the inverter. The inverter is making the DC voltage we got on the roof, 24 voltage. Volt we get down here, and out of it we get 110 AC alternating power inside the bus. So we have all a normal household electricity inside. Yeah, this is our piping we have used, and we have used the piping as well when we were making, when our wire should go through the metal, to make sure that nothing happens to it. Up here we have one more propane tank. It's for the inside of the bus. We heat our water with it, and we use it for the stove, so we'll have 4 burners. we don't really use much, and we use it for the washing machine as well because it uses the hot water. We have 20 gallons, 20.3 gallons in here, and we like that we have used the root sign. This is quite cute detail, I think. And this is our front door. It's important to be able to lock your front door from the outside, but a school bus is not born with a system that locks from the outside. So we have found this. Everything is customized in a school bus, and it's quite fun, but it's big work, big job to find all the things that we need. It's attached with the magnets so it doesn't wobble around in the wind. We have our outdoor lighting up here. It runs on battery and only turns on, of course, when it's dark, but it makes it possible for us to see if we get visitors, and we can see if we come back in the dark with some things. And last thing out here is our antenna. We can take around 40 channels, 3 channels when we're driving around here, so it's quite nice to be able to watch television together in the evening and sit and relax even when we're on the road. We take it off when we're going a long way. Yeah, I think this is it from the outside. Want to come in and see what we have hidden in here? Let's go inside. Welcome inside. Let's start in the front. And we start in the front of the bus, obviously. That's where we are when we drive. We have, so we can buckle up, all 4 of us. And that's not the big surprise, I guess. The surprise is that it's an office at the same time, because we have here a nice large screen. We use it to watch television. We can see it from the back of the bus when it's up here, and when Torben needs it to work, to do all his editing and things like that, he just takes it down here, and it's in a nice height when you use it. And Gustav have made such a very fine piece of art almost, with place for a mouse pad and everything, and then he can sit here and be a bit shut off and to the rest of us, you could say. He has his own space to work. That's quite nice. I can sit and do the schoolwork with the kids and so on at the same time. We have you say there's 2 locks from the inside of the door, and security is quite important for us because we want to travel all places in the world, so it's nice to know that it's locked when we want it to be locked. So this is the physical lock we have put in ourselves. It's very easy to use, and we have a little magnet here so it stays where it should be. And then we have the system from the bus, which really closes the door. It's up there. We have a bucket here. Everything in this bus is used for more than one purpose because we don't have a lot of space. So this is a bucket. We use it as a bucket, and we use it for our laundry as well. And you always need a socket, so up here we have plenty, so we can do all the charging batteries and everything, and for the screen and our sound bar on top of the television. And I think that's it, really. Yeah, we have something easy to put on, all of us, 1 piece each. Yeah, let's go to the rest of the bus. Yeah, this is our living area here, and the rest of the way back we have a trash can here, which is a medium size, so it's easy to empty it a lot of places. But this is not the important part. The important part I want to show you is this. It's nice to have as much counter space as possible, but at the same time we need to use all the space the best way we can. So this is, we always have a lot of fruit, and we had to figure out, in the beginning we put it on the floor while we were driving, but we didn't like that solution. So we found this big one, this big ball, and then you can hear my Velcro. It's very, very smart, and it stays up there even though I have plenty in it. It stays up there. It's never gone down. And then I just move my little extra counter space here so I can show you the washing machine. The washing machine is American standard, quite small, I guess. It's 1.6 cubic feet inside. I think it's quite big, and it is as big as we have the place to dry the laundry anyway, so it's quite nice here. And the smart thing about this washing machine is that it can work. It has 2 connections, so there's one for hot water and one for the cold water. So we can use the gas heater to heat the water instead of the electricity. So we are saving a little there because we always have gas for heating it. And then the side effect is that it washes very, very fast. So that's quite nice. Yeah. And I just put this back here and put it away. It's important that it's easy for us to do all these things. So everything doesn't get difficult. Over here I have used double-sided tape. I use a lot of double-sided tape, and it makes everything stay where it's supposed to be. So it's very nice. The soap is staying there, and our little coffee machine stays here. Just have a little one. I think it looks nicer in here. We can have 5 cups in it, so it's just what we need for 2 good cups of coffee. And storage underneath. We haven't done the drawers yet, but it'll come. We have the wood for it. Up here, storage, and it has actually more than one function again, because it's function as storage, but it also helps the refrigerator stay where it should be when we are rumbling down the dirt roads. Of course, it has got some angles. I don't have bracelets, brace you call it. Yeah, in the back, so it stays where it should be. And we have a full-size fridge and a nice freezer as well. And to make sure that these heavy ones doesn't open when we're driving, we have used magnets. Up here we just use it like this because we think it looks nicer, and we don't open the freezer as much as we open the refrigerator. But down here we used an elastic, and it stays closed when we're driving, so that's quite good. Over here we have the burners. Yeah, quite obviously you can see it, and all the things for cooking. Down here is the oven. It's a combined oven, so it's both microwave and conventional. Have a nice drawer down here, so we can have a lot of things. That's quite important when we're in a camper. And in the beginning it was we should have some real cupboards up here, but our plans changed because of the corona, so we didn't get where we were supposed to do it all at once. So we needed the space up here, because otherwise it's not possible to be here 4 people. So we did these shelves instead, and it works quite nice. We have the glasses and everything up here, and it stays up here to make sure that it's not clashing together. We have these just for some, yeah, that works fine. Extra counter space, always important. So we've got this, and with a little cup holder here, that's just working. Yeah, I think that was really it for this bit. Remember just to ask questions down below and like and subscribe and everything. Then we move on. Yeah, and then one more thing about the doors and all the locking systems, because it takes hours to figure out what to do. But I think we found a good solution once more. Normally it's an emergency exit and should always be open, or possible to open from the inside, but the problem is you can always open them from the outside as well. So we had to figure out how to do it, and we mounted a little slide thing here, and then we can just go like that and it stays put. And now we've moved to the living room. We have 2 couches here. We have made them, the mattresses are 8-inch thick, and we took a king size mattress and just cut it in 2, so they sleep very nicely on these. And we have storage underneath, not as much as it looks like because we have the wheelbases down there, but still a lot of storage. They have like each their room, so this is Gustav's room. I call him Gamer Gustav, and that's because he's gaming quite a lot. Yeah, so he has his keyboard and stuff over there, can sit with his mouse pad, and has his screen. He takes this one off when he goes to sleep because he wants to have as much space as possible. And then we have a little Milo over here. That's his room. And we have, yeah, I should say that as well. Yeah, we have, of course, so we can make it dark when they should sleep. And then all the lighting here, it's very smart. We think that we can just take the wire from one to the next. It's very easy to mount. Double-sided tape again. We have 2 levels. This is the lowest level, and usually what we use, we can get even more if we want to. I think it's very functional light, and it's very yeah, cozy. I don't know what to say. It's very nice at the same time. Yeah, I think this is it. We usually don't have the table up just during the day, but we take it up when the kids are doing their schoolwork, or we eat or something like that. I'll just show you how we put it up. And then we're ready for eating, schoolwork, or whatever. And now I only need to show you the bedroom and the bathroom. Come on. Okay, and welcome to our bathroom. And here we lock the door for our privacy. We have 2 mirrors, one full size and a smaller one here, so we can make ourselves look good, shaving and makeup and things. And I think it's a very nice light source. It's really easy to see in here, so that's nice. And I think I said it before, but double-sided tape I use for mounting everything. Also toothbrushes. We have here we have a closet, and it really contains a lot, so that's quite nice. And we have the toilet. We have a composting toilet. It separates the urine and the solid, you could say. And we have a little ventilator that puts the air outside instead of around in this area. So I think this is really it. If we need more light, we just do it like this. And come with me to the shower. Over here we have each our towel, and we've chosen our own colors, so we always know which one is which. And it's very easy to make it dry here when we have it hanging there, so that's quite nice. And we have a very big shower pan. 36 inches it is, both sides. And we have our for the washing, what do you say, the clothes to dry is up here. It's very nice. And here, if nobody can guess it, double-sided tape, so it always stays there. Yeah, we have a shower curtain as well. But this is very nice that we have enough space in here. And then we go into the bedroom. Here you can see how we store the table when we're not using it. It's very easy to take out and really easy to put back. Yeah, and now to the last room in our bus, the bedroom. We have a queen size bed and we have wonderful views, 360 degrees all around. We can watch the mountains, the rivers where we are. It's very, very nice. But as much as we think it's very nice to be able to see out during the day, we think it's very nice that we can block out the light during the night. So we use some blinds here, and here we use it with magnets, so it's completely shutting out all light. It's nice. We have lamps here with different levels, and so we get nice lighting in here. We have storage for our clothes down here, and up here on shelf we have the clothes that we are wearing on and off when it gets cold and warm and whatever. Up here we have the staircase when we're not using it as on a campsite. I very much enjoy to be able to get the sunlight and the nice air in the morning when I wake up. So that's wonderful. One last thing I want to show you, our mosquito nets. I think it's wonderful, and it makes it possible for us to have the windows open whenever we want it. Also, when we drive, we can leave them in because they don't fall out. They just sit there. I think that's about covers the bus and where we are now. We've been using 6 weeks converting the bus, and we have been traveling through 7 states. And if you want to see all the details about the conversion, if you want to see the whole adventure all the way, and it has really been an adventure. I quit my job. I didn't even dare to tell my mom. We are homeschooling the boys. We have met a lot of nice people and a lot of other things. Come watch the channel. You can subscribe, like, and if you hit that little bell, you will be noticed whenever we get the new video. Hope to see you.